Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys all had an amazing weekend from when I last saw you live on YouTube on the Friday. I was a day late last week on Friday. I had a good weekend. As always, didn't get as much done as what I expected, but it was a good weekend. Hello, Miss Corinne. For those who I have not met before, my name is Ellen Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. I am on the central coast of New South Wales and I help crafters all across Australia purchase their Stampin' Up! Products. And hello Pam, hello Margine, and I love that I have customers and demonstrators from all across the world come and visit my live videos and come and support me, and I hope I give you all some inspiration. Today we are playing with some brand new things. Oh, happy birthday, Corinne! I'm glad I can give you a birthday video, and I happen to be making a birthday card because the day after your birthday, which is today in Australia, is actually my granddaughter Ivy's birthday. Hi Jodie. For those of you who have been around for a while, have probably met Ivy in a video, and she's a teenager today, which is a bit scary, but a bit sad. She hasn't been well the last couple of days, so I'm hoping she got to go to school today to celebrate with her friends. Hey Margaret, and we are celebrating with her later in the week because she has her drama class tonight and she loves drama, so she chose to have her drama class tonight and celebrate with her drama friends, and then we are seeing her later in the week. But I have to get her card made because it's her birthday today. I feel it's very important to have the card made on the birthday, or at least made on the birthday. Hey Beryl, how are you? And as you know, for many of my family members and some of my friends, for special birthdays, I make special cards. So Ivy is a bit of a book lover, and her and her mum, Thea, I don't think Thea has ever been on one of my videos in all the years, 20 odd years, but I've known her anyway. I haven't been doing live videos. Hello Pam, how are you? So I don't know if she's been on there, but they both love owls, but I must say they're very picky with their owls and have been very picky with our owl products over the years. They were very happy with the owls a couple of years ago that came out with the blackberry something sweet. They did like those. The owls were in the they're in the designer series paper and in the ephemera pack. But when I showed Thea the brand new winter owl set that is coming on the 6th of September, she went, oh my god, I love those owls. So if Thea loves those owls, Ivy is going to love those owls. Hey Miss Lisa, hey Sonia. So I'm very, very happy that they will love this. And Ivy is a bit of a book lover. She is just like her mum, her grandmother, and Poppy, who is David. They forever have their noses in books. It's yes, it's a thing sometimes, I must say. Sorry, just making sure I can get my live replay up here. So we are going to play once again with the All About Autumn Designer Series paper that is also coming on the 6th of September. It just happens all these people that I'm making very special cards for need me to use this paper. So you cannot get it yet, but it is coming, and we've got this gorgeous book print. So they're old world, not old world, but you know, old fashioned books. So these are books on the shelf, love those. And then we've got a close-up. They almost ended up on the floor. No, not that one. I do have a Miss Louisa under the desk today. This rarely, is that the right way? Yes, it is. And then we have this one. So they are kind of the two prints. And then, of course, I've got the copper on the back. I know. And I've also grabbed the bird's eye view because we've got a stack of books. So I decided not to use the birds because I've done birds with the books before, but I thought this stack of books we may use. Yes, the DSP is gorgeous, Corinne, because we've got these, I don't know, A-side, B-side, B-side, A-side, I don't know. It's just all gorgeous. So that's kind of, I'm just going to keep out a sheet of each and see how we go. Hey Jan, hey Sonia, thank you so much for watching. So that's, I've also got distress gold, gold foil and the oxidized copper specialty paper out because metallics go together, but I thought we may use the oxidized copper as well. And the other thing I have out are the matching dies. I had another thought for Ivy's card. We're all Harry Potter lovers, and she tests in the test, Hey Janice, as Ravenclaw. So I grabbed out, I had a look up, sorry, complete. I grabbed up the Ravenclaw colours, which are navy blue, so Night of Navy, Blueberry Bushel, Basic Grey, Wild Wheat and black. And I don't know if I'm going to go Ravenclaw colours or what, but I've got them there in case I want to use Ravenclaw colours because these owls are Hedwig. So I was going to do white and grey owl. So this is where I'm kind of thinking and going, just so you know my thought process. I don't actually have a plan. I have a plan in products. I don't have a plan for the card as such. So that is kind of where we're going. Now I'm just going to make sure I haven't missed anyone coming in because Facebook have been liking to eat the comments. Hey Margine, sorry if I missed you coming in. I did see Margaret. I saw all my lovely friends coming in. Awesome. Great ideas. Thank you, Corinne. I'm glad you kind of like the way my mind was going. I have also grabbed out, and I will make this available on my Facebook page when the catalogue, the new mini catalogue goes live. I do have my cheat sheet colour chart. Sorry, I do feel like I may want to sneeze. So I have the colours for All About Autumn here as a reference in case I wanted to grab something out. So we've got our pretty peacock. Sorry, I had to show you my nails. You guys on Friday, or a lot of you who watch me on Friday, chose my nail colour. And just in case you missed it, I did match Pretty Peacock. So my nail lady and I did very well matching. I know, Corinne, we still love Harry Potter, although I was watching it and may have been at the dentist a while ago. Hey, Pamela, welcome. And I was looking at the special effects and I'm there going, oh my God, they're so bad. They're so bad. Not that they're so bad, they were great for the time that the movies were released, but I'm there going, I don't know if it's because I'm more aware now or special effects have come so far. I'm there going, oh my God, I can see that. Welcome, Beth. Hello, hello. So I'm going to pop these things to the side. We almost had a craft lunch as I was preparing. So we're already there. I've already picked up the gold foil off the ground. So we're going to work with our winter owls and our 2 pieces of paper, but I've got everything just off to the side. So let's flip around and get started. As I flip around, tell me how your weekend was. Corinne, I hope you started your birthday early and celebrated on the weekend. And I also wanted to remind you, as I flip around, that we still have our kit sale going until the end of the month. So basically our kit sale is up to 30% off our kit collection kits. Now they are all available to view online. There we go, perfect. And you can add them to any order. So you can only view them online because that way they can add kits outside of a catalogue cycle, which is always nice. We at the moment we've kind of been getting a kit a month kind of thing, which has been a bit exciting. I haven't bought them all, but I have enjoyed seeing the very different styles that are being offered. Are we straight? We're not too bad. I'm going to get the overhead light so we can get rid of these shadows, and then we're going to get started. Now, Ivy is also a great lover of witchy things. So I think last Christmas I bought her the witch stamp set. She loves like kind of Halloween things. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's so sweet, Corinne. You get his first cake. That's really exciting. And this year I got her the Them Bones stamp set and dies. So I got the bundle for her birthday, and because I didn't buy a book voucher or anything, I thought I'd give her her love of books in the paper. Now, these are the dies that go. So I think using the hollowed out tree with the paper isn't really going to work. Neither is the branch, which is kind of where the books came in, because I would kind of like, and I'm thinking this owl, to go on the stack of books. Now, I don't think I need much colouring. So see how they just go beautifully on the stack of books. See if I can grab them off. Oh, that's so cute, Corinne. That's gorgeous. Okay, so we've got the stack of books, and then we've got the owl. So I don't mind that. So they go quite nicely together. Oh, bye, Missy Moo. Say goodbye to everyone. You might hear her walk out her steps on my floor. I think I was moving too much and she was trying to sleep. Now, my main question is, which books do I use? Do I use the whole lot of books, or do I just use a strip of books? I'm not sure. I kind of love the colours in here that we've got. The pretty peacock, and we've also got the moody mauve. So I've got the moody mauve here, the pretty peacock. That's kind of Cajun Craze or Copper Clay. Yeah, haven't got any Mossy Meadow in this, but that's okay. I don't know which way to go. So do we want close up or bookshelf? That's what I need to know while I get these pieces onto some blocks, because there is going to be some stamping of these. You like the bigger books, Corinne? Okay. So you can think of this as your pseudo birthday cards. Your pseudo birthday card. How about that? Okay, I don't have a big enough scrap, so I am going to grab a card front, and what I can do is color this stack of books to match this. And if I was to do this, what I would probably do is, I don't know, maybe treat this area like a column, because I like this is kind of the feature. Okay, so this one is going back because I think we all close up. Okay, that's 2 to close up. That is enough. So I'm sorry if anyone disagrees, but Corinne and Margine have spoken with their very quick typing. I do have a die for this, so that's great. I don't know that I want to use these. I do have an idea, but I do see where you think, but you can, I can treat this part as a column, and then these are the feature. Kind of what I'm thinking. And you've kind of got the Tri-Wizard cup. And yeah, I can see a couple of Harry Potter motifs in here. Yes, they definitely are leather bound. Okay, I never grabbed that piece of paper. Right, so I think I want these books in Memento and this owl in basic grey, because I can then use the basic grey is actually Memento safe, not Memento safe, sorry, Stampin' Blend safe. So actually I might as well do them both in basic grey, and if the basic grey doesn't work for some reason, I can then just stamp it in Memento. Oh, no problems, Bev. I do see your point. I may change my mind, but that's kind of where we're going for the moment. So I do humbly apologise that this stamp set isn't available, but quite yet, but I can at least show you how it can be used. They have really thick lines. Okay, rightio. I'll just, this one is brand new. I have mounted it. That was one of my karate activities the other week. I took all my stamps and I mounted them onto the stickers. Okay, just make them separate. Oh, okay, they work together really nicely. That's stamped beautifully for the first time. It is grey, trust me. I know it's actually probably looking really black. How much do you have to unpack, Bev? Bev's come back from the most relaxing holiday. I'm very jealous. If she would like to share where she's been, I'm sure she will. So hopefully you can see that is grey. So what I want to grab is my Smoky Slate blends and just give this owl a little bit more colour. And I'm going to grab my colour lifter because I will want to knock back some of that colour and make it not so grey. Now, just before I do this, I do want a messy piece of paper underneath, because my mat is so pristine. I really truly don't want to mess it up. Okay, so starting on the owl, and I would love the flight feathers to be in Smoky Slate. Now, I have kind of gone out the lines here, but this is what I also would like to do, is add in a little bit where these dots are, I just want to add in a little bit of colour and then knock this colour back with, and I want to give some shading as well. Okay, and maybe just around the top here. So I've been quite haphazard with my colouring. Yes, I could do that. That is very true. I will see how they look, Jody, but that is a great idea. Maybe. Sorry, this is really hard to open. It is actually quite dark, but it may just add the dark line that I want just for this shading. Just a little bit under here as well, because they are two different layers of feathers. So I don't know if I need to grab out a new one of this. No, I definitely have enough juice. I normally just test it to see if it is damp on the back of my hand. So just going through here, just like fading it in. Just me, and this will give it a bit of a multicolour. Going to go around the bits that I went out of the lines. So I love how that is fading. I do kind of want to go the darker one and just add in a little bit here. So this is Smoky Slate, and we used the we use basic grey, so we're in the right color family, but we're just not quite as dark. Just going to add a line down each feather just to give it a little bit of dimension. So you can see what I've done there. It is still a grey white owl, much like Hedwig, and you can see how I've softened a lot of these shadows that I have added in. Okay, so I've done that. Put this lid back on. Now I'm kind of thinking I do want a single stack. Jody did suggest masking this top part. It's basically these two lines here to create a double stack, but I am going to want to add a sentiment as well. So that will add more height to this column that I am creating. So Moody Mauve. I think I want this top one Moody Mauve because, you know, I am me and I do love my purple. Now, how is this going to come out? So, just going to really just add in some dimension here. So if I add in these bits and then I come in, because this is the dark, and then I come, oh, I forgot to do the top, but that's okay. And then I come in with the light. They are very, very similar. That's okay. We can keep on adding colour. Now these book pages are probably going to be like grey granite or grey granite, or what else? I could do crumb cake or even ivory. So tell me what you think I should make them. Now this is a lot darker, so this is and then I'm definitely going to blend these edges. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with the light and going to blend these edges just to make this book look rounded. So I did just add a whole nother layer, but as I add this layer, just to, I think that looks good. I'm really quite happy with that. And when I bring back my reference piece, if I can grab it, my reference piece, you can see that that tonally works really, really nicely. So we said Pretty Peacock, and I'm pretty sure, yes I do have Pretty Peacock blends, but I kind of want to make Pretty Peacock the bottom and then do something more in the copper clay kind of colour in the middle. Oh, Bev, yes, you have been to Fiji. Yes, that's right. Nice tip there. Oh no, I wouldn't have had any energy to do any unpacking last night either. Poor thing. Had some delays. So I'm going on a trip in March, and I am a little worried about what time to actually organize my flight for, with all the delays that are kind of plaguing all the airlines at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating to plan a trip when you've got all of these delays that are happening. So I'm just going in first and filling in that. Now you can see that looks pretty rough. You can definitely see that edge, but I'm going to really just lay down some colour on these lines. Now I can add a shine line going straight down the middle with the colour lifter. So I'm really happy with that. So you can see how that is now nicely blended. You still do have it lighter in the middle, but I think I will go in with the shine line right down the middle. Now, copper clay, I think this is copper clay, or do I go Cajun? Just thinking, more Cajun or more copper? I think it's more copper actually. So yes, that's exactly right. It is for a demonstrator event that I'm going to Melbourne for, but it's just very, very frustrating that you kind of can't plan much because of what's happening. Now, I wasn't worried by any bleed over because I knew I was coming in with this little bit darker colour in the middle. So any of that bleed over is completely gone. Okay. So now I'm going in with the light, and I'm really happy how these colors work so well together. So happy with that. So that, I just want to do my bookends. Now I'm going to go grey granite, and I can always come in. That's not quite as warm as I would like. So I'm going to put back my grey granite light, and I'm going to grab my crumb cake. Now these can go over each other, no problems at all, because these colours are all a bit warm. That's better, just giving that the warmth that it needs. I'm not going in with any light or dark because we've got all those pages already in the grey. They look fine. Okay, I'm going to try and add this shine line down the middle, just making sure, yes, so this is working so well. You may actually see that colour being pushed in straight away. That, oh my God, that worked so well. So can you see that shine line now? And that just pushed the ink further into the paper. Yes. Well, that was at least a good thing. Was that both ways, Bev, or coming home as well? Okay, I'm just going to grab a basket as normal for my blends so they don't roll everywhere and they're all contained. Love having lots of little baskets in my area, just keep things all happy and neat. Thank you, Corinne. I'm glad you like it. So I'm going to have to hand cut the books, but I do have a die for the owl. So I'll grab that out, and I think once I chip chop this all out, we should be able to just use our mini machine. I'm so glad you got saved all that chopping and changing at airports. And as long as your luggage follows you, that's the best thing that can happen, really. Because when your luggage doesn't follow you, that's when it gets really frustrating. Okay, so do that separately. And then I've got decent scrap for the sentiment. I haven't worked out where the sentiment is coming from yet. Have not quite thought that far. So mini machine and plates. Mini machine plates. Great. Oh, thank you so much, Margine. I'm not a master colorer. Jay and Barry from Mitsu Crafts, oh my God, what they do with Stampin' Blends is amazing. I think I'm going to have to take one of their classes because I'm blown away. I am a very basic colorer. I would like to be not so basic, but doesn't help that my hands aren't always very helpful in the situation. But yeah, so, and as I said, we're creating Hedwig, so he's grey and white. Just let me see from above. That one, it's kind of not perfect. Sorry, you're going to get my head in here for just a second. Being a bit pedantic, but I think because it's a special card. Oh, bless you to David. Sorry, he sneezed outside. No one heard that, but no. It's not because I moved it, it's because I looked at it. Actually, that is good. Okay. All the way through. Laurie, hello, welcome. I did, and also because my stepdaughter and granddaughter, whose birthday card this will end up being, oh my god, cut that out, couldn't have asked for any better than that. They both love ours, so there was a family connection, and Harry Potter as well, because we love Harry Potter. And I think Owen got given a Hedwig shaped mug, I think it's a gift from my mum, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to put this die away, because there is other Harry Potter-esque things I would like to do with this set, but I'm sure they're all going to be taken and used before I get there, but that's okay. So I do have special scissors that help me hand cut, because I do, for those who don't know, I do have issues with my hands, and that is because I do have a it's called Charcot-Marie tooth disease, and it is a type of neuropathy, and it's inherited. Not that I actually inherited it from anyone. I was created, because my parents don't have it, nor does anyone else in my family. But yeah, my children do, and that's okay. So, sorry if you can hear David making a racket in the kitchen. That's right, he's taking out the bins, because it's bin night tonight. So hopefully he's taking out all the recycling. It was quite a lot from the last couple of days, because our weekend, I couldn't remember what I did on the weekend. Apparently I'd blocked out Lavender's party on Saturday night. It was her very much belated birthday party, because she was working on a show the week of her birthday. She was working on the 9 to 5 show, so we didn't have time to do a party. So Saturday I was running around getting food and stuff like that, and I was making a spinach dip cob loaf. Who forgot the spinach? Ah, right, Jan, yeah. I've actually lost over the years 2 pairs of these scissors, so I have to keep on rebuying them, which is actually really annoying when I don't have them, but they're just good. They take, even though I have to put pressure on them to close them, I'm not actually doing the open and close action. It just makes it so much better. So now my big decision is, am I making a portrait or a landscape card? So I'm thinking we're going to need some vellum, and I've got to work out a birthday sentiment. So because these colors are so deep, I really feel like we need some vellum to just to make these the star of the show. Now, birthday sentiments. Do I have something lovely in here? It's your birthday, that's okay. I am kind of looking, this is one of the new stamp sets, and this has a modern oval punch that goes, is it called oval or just a modern punch? Ah, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I had to run out and I had to buy spinach. And the fact is, I'd gone to both Aldi and Woolworths to get separate things. So I went to Aldi thinking they'd have spinach, but no, they didn't have spinach. And then I had to go to Woolworths and I saw a friend, she was leaving as I was going, and she said, "How are you going?" And I said, "Oh my God, I'm here for the second time." And she looked at me and said, "What?" And I said, "I forgot the spinach for the spinach cob loaf." And I gave her the biggest belly laugh. So yes, I don't know if that was a good or a bad thing, but anyway, it made me laugh in a moment of frustration. Okay, so I love this Phrases for All. I am going to look and see if we can find something else. No, that's not going to work. Even though I'm giving her this card in a belated manner, it's not a belated I forgot birthday. Oh, actually, I need to keep this out because I do have a wedding on the weekend. And I do like the "Here's to Beautiful Beginnings and Happily Ever Afters." That might be Friday's card. We may make a wedding card. So something fancy isn't going to work. Let's check Dainty Delight. I do have beautiful balloons. We'll Celebrate You. I do use that quite a bit. Okay, Textured Floral. We have Birthday Blooms to You. I'm not using any blooms, so that kind of just expressions. Oh Happy Day. Do we think that works, or is it going to be too big? I think that's going to be too big. And then we have we've got that Happy Birthday. I think it's time for Celebration. Not sure that it goes. And of course, I'm definitely going to be adding a 13. We do have the beautiful Happy Birthday in Pansy Patch, which is what I actually think I'm leaning towards, because I just think that this particular Happy Birthday competes too much with these. So I think size-wise, it's not going. You like the Happy Birthday from the birthday? No, I don't. And I didn't get that set. There is a vertical Happy Birthday in the upcoming mini catalogue, but I didn't get that set. But that is a fantastic suggestion, Candy. And it is coming up soon, but it's just not available yet. Oh my God, I thought that was missing the "Love You So Much." Okay, pop that back, grab that Happy Birthday, because I just think spatially that is going to see everything just works. I could even, let's have a look. This is what I do with a lot of my stamps. Haven't used this one in a while. It's a bit dusty. Is see how it works with our punches. And this one works quite well. And I quite like, because there's an oval in here on this book that we use our double oval punch. I don't know that I will use this piece, but I do like this. Thinking stamping it in pretty, what color do I stamp it in? I could just go the grey, and that's making it all work together, but I could always change our mind. Now, this is our scrap, and that was just a card front size. So let's grab a block, pick that up and see how we go. I agree, I do like Laurie, the happy birthday from Birthday Balloons, but I haven't touched Pansy Patch in a really long time. I'm thinking we're going to have to revisit it. I don't have the dies, I do only have the stamp set. Okay, basic grey ink, copper clay. That would look okay, Jody. I think you convinced me, because I was thinking that because it was in the middle. Okay, copper clay, copper clay. If it doesn't work, I could do that as well, yes. But I do also have my gold little bits and pieces that I can use. That didn't stamp too badly. I thought I'd stamped terribly there. I'm thinking I want to try that again with the pretty peacock. I know, it just blends. It doesn't. And then I've got two I can compare from. Okay, just bring over my stamp chamois, which is barely damp, but enough to do that. Grab my pretty peacock and just do it again. And I do have some ink here on the block. Okay, so you have a choice. Okay, close these up with the scissors I have over here. I personally like the pretty peacock, but you do not have to actually agree with me. Okay, and I can actually punch both out as well. Sorry, I'm going to go very quiet here, just lining these up. So I don't actually mind that at all. Still haven't decided if we're going a portrait or landscape. You like both, Jody. Okay, that's fine. And I can, or do I have enough room? This one is just going to be slightly left orientated, which kind of leaves room for embellishments on the right hand side. Great. Good use of this whole piece of paper, quite good. That is definitely, that's okay, Lisa, no problems at all. You've just missed some colouring and us talking about Miss Ivy, bit of Harry Potter talk, a bit about Bev and her unpacking this morning. This one we said was too big, that's fine. Sorry, I didn't pop that one back, and what we ended up using was Pansy Patch, because I love the mixed font in Pansy Patch. Okay, so I need to work out whether I'm doing this portrait or landscape. Actually, I need to get a ruler out because I need to check the height of this stack, which is about 10 centimeters. So I'm thinking if I chop this as a landscape card, because then we get both the horizontal and the vertical books, but we may not. That's okay. If I chop this, I am going to completely chop this whole piece of paper because I really want this main section of the spine because it's quite Harry Potter-esque, because this reminds me of the platform 9 3/4. So I'm going to go, oh, that's perfect. If I go, that's okay. If I go 10, I do just cut off a little bit of that detail at the bottom, but I've essentially got the whole spine, which is what I really, really liked. Okay, so now I think I'm happy not to have all of this piece here because I've already got 2 pretty peacocks. And did we say there was 9 navy? No, but it very much looks like Night of Navy. Oh well, we won't get rid of that whole spine, we're just getting rid of some of it. Okay, I love how that has zoomed in to be so beautiful. Oh, hello, Mr. Linda. When did I miss you coming in, sweetheart? Ah, there you are. Sorry, I was busy making the card for Miss Ivy. So, Delinda, this is Ivy's 13th birthday card because she's 13 today. Sorry, my throat was getting just a little dry. Okay. So, we have this. Now, I am kind of thinking that I would like to see how a matte looks with this, just giving this a little bit more prominence on the page. I am still thinking we may need some vellum just as a column under this, maybe. Tell me what you think. Do we need some vellum, or do you think this sits okay on this? See how this just needs something? So just let me grab that paper. I'm pretty sure, there we go, pretty peacock. And isn't it funny, I got my nails done pretty peacock and then I'm using it a bit today as well. How fitting. Okay. A gold mat. Yes, I know, Delinda. I am with you. How can she be a teenager? And we saw them last night because we picked up Frankie. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm doing a 13 actually. We shall see. I had kind of forgotten we're doing a 13. I'll just have the pieces ready. And I'm also very mindful that Owen is currently sitting in an exam. He's doing his trial art exam. So I did tell him to message David when he's ready. I wish I had a vellum gold. Oh yes, I could do that as well, Candy, but let's just have a look. Okay, so we've got that like that, but I happily grab a piece of copper clay as well, because I do have a scrap back here. Well, we're looking a bit avalanche-y over here. Oh dear. Okay, punch. I think the copper clay might work really nicely actually, Candy. I think that was a very nice, just lighten it up but still give that sentiment a bit of prominence. Okay, that's back in there. that can now completely go. But let's see. Okay, the choice now is the copper clay or, hello Lisa, do you have acetate gold speckled? I kind of do with the birthday set, but what I have the oxidized copper, which is in Pretty Peacock. So maybe I could use a strip of that, like to combine it. Or I do have the distressed gold as well. So I don't know that, do have the distressed gold. So that is just a scrap that I have, and I'd probably use distressed gold with some vellum underneath it. Let's just have a look. Okay, you need to explain what you're saying yes to. So this would just tie everything kind of together as if it's another book, really. And I would put this on a strip of vellum to make it more. Okay, that's just roughly. What do we think of that? Let me look at it on the screen. I'm not sure that I can pick it up and get it close enough to you. Yes, I can. So you can see the gold. Sorry, it has moved a little bit. I'm trying to tilt that gold for you so you can see it. Okay, vellum, 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 vellum. I do have some lovely, decent width strips in here. Oh. That one, ooh, okay. I am just, I just worked out what David used. He's using the air fryer. Okay, so I'm just going to show it to you on this, just so you can see. Just gives it a bit more prominence. You like the gold and the vellum under, okay. I like it too. It's almost like it's another book because you really can't see that deeper copper book. Okay, love using my scraps. I'm now second guessing if we actually need a 13. But yeah. But I'm thinking if we use that oxidized, it's just going to be maybe a step too far. Now, I know you can't really see what I'm doing here, but just trust in the fact that I am not getting this straight. I'm just trying to get the bottom straight. Because if I get the bottom straight, then the rest of it goes on fine. Okay, so yes, that gives us a lovely, lovely piece just there. Awesome. Now, keeping with my no wet glue on vellum, and I'm just going to do this pretty much right down there. Now, if I was to use 13, just if, Jody, Which pattern paper do you mean? This one, the oxidized copper. I could always put a 13 on the oxidized copper as well. Now I do just have the tinsiest trim here to do. Did that even trim? Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing this vellum. There we go. Yes, I trimmed off the smallest hair known to man. Okay. Okay. Yep. I see what you're saying. There's the hair of vellum that just needs to not be there. So I could put the 13 on that. Okay. I can always change it over, but what I'm going to do is start popping these things together. I do prefer the copper, not the copper, yeah, the copper clay. So we're definitely going to do that just so we get a repeat of that colour. Now we've got to work out a way. Dimensionals. Oh, hey love. I'm on my video, just so you know. Was it a class? Yeah, it was, okay. Lab's just come back from karate class. Okay. We're just making Ivy's birthday card. What's that? Awesome.
Is this the thing?
This is, yeah, that's the voice referendum. Sorry, we just got some information in the mail.
Oh, you're on a live.
Yeah,
Hi,
I am on a live. There you go. Lab says hi.
I'm not going to be able to do spam a lot, by the way.
Why?
Because everything clashes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll still be able to come to the show though?
I should be able.
Should be able to. I'm not putting anything on the bottom because I do want to nestle this like on there. So love, what are you thinking of this for Miss Ivy?
I'm thinking we should vote yes. Or are you talking about the...
I'm talking about the card.
I was about to say it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it is pretty easy. But we don't talk politics here. Oh, Mr. Linda says hi. What do you think? Because I thought this had quite Harry Potter-esque.
It does.
It does? Okay. Cool. Cool. So, do I need a 13 on the card or we're going to leave it like this?
Oh, is this for Ivy?
This is for Ivy.
Oh, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Right, okay. This 19-year-old's finally with the program. I think I'm definitely putting this on a pretty peacock card base just to bring that pretty peacock to the forefront.
Joy, you should use this to exaggerate. You go, I like this, I like that.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was glued down.
No, it is not glued down. Oh my dear word. Who bought you? Seriously.
No, you did. So
Yeah.
obviously something went wrong.
Obviously something went wrong. Wake up, laughed, Linda said.
Oh.
Oh dear. Okay.
It was all like work.
Oh no.
My poor knee, and it was all hip stuff. So
Oh
my knees
dear,
all
your
sore
poor
now.
knee. Lucky you're seeing Elliot this afternoon. Okay, love. Do we need a 13?
This is stressful.
I know.
I need to pace. Just give me a second.
You need to pace, okay.
Whereabouts in the card are we
I
putting
know,
it?
that's what I'm thinking too. Okay, hang on. I do have a little
And it has
die.
to be fancy, and it has to be a fancy 13.
I know, like I've
Could
just.
you do it like a? Could you do it like a wax stamp?
Well, that kind of. I don't know. How
'Cause
would
that would
I?
be cool.
How would I do it as a wax stamp?
Oh,
I would put a gold 13 on top of the pretty peacock
you
books.
could emboss.
So you mean
paper.
like up here? Well,
What
I've
if
got
you-
this paper.
Would you have?
I've got this paper.
That kind of works.
That kind of works.
So what if you emboss 13 into it?
Well, the problem is I don't know that it would show up because it's foiled.
Could you emboss the 13 and then put a paper
No.
13 on top of it?
No,
Why not?
because these are how little the numbers and letters are. Oh, put it on the spine of the, as in just stamp directly onto the spine of that one.
Thank you, Dad.
Oh, that was very good timing for lunch. So they're saying emboss the 13 on the spine of that. Do you like that? Okay. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it.
Thank
And
you.
I'm gonna harass Dad with this now.
Thank you very. Do not lose it. I want to read it.
Okay. Oh, you do? Okay.
I do. But you need to read it, and Owen needs to read it as well.
Is Owen going to be old enough to vote for it?
Yes, he will be old enough that he will have to vote in the referendum. Okay, so this is the deckled circles. It can go away on a banner. Yes, Laurie. But I think I just like it on there as if it's on the book, as it's a volume 13. But they're all fantastic suggestions. So I need a one that I am not going to lose. I'm sure it's available online, David, for your viewing pleasure.
So, can I tell you my plans for the rest of the day? Before
No, can you tell me when we're not on a live video?
No, they're nice. The
They're
girls will
nice
like it.
plans. Okay,
Yeah.
well, what are your plans?
So,
Sorry, girls. We've all been, girls and guys, we've all been taken over by Lavender.
Yep,
Yes,
this is
go
an
for
official
it.
takeover.
Official takeover. Hello, Miss Cindy. My bub Mary Lou is on the third turn of blackberry jelly. We went, ooh,
Very jelly.
blackberry jelly, yum. Okay, I've just got to close my screen for a second and grab my heat tool. So I have my heat tool now. I'm also going to grab my embossing additions kit. Okay, tell me what you're going to do.
So I'm gonna eat this, have a shower, then try to read a book.
Try to. Who are you?
I know.
Which book are you reading?
I'm between restarting The Witcher or reading the Other Worlds book, which is like a bunch of sci-fi stories.
Are you going to go outside and read in the beautiful weather?
I don't know if I want to because Dad's music.
Oh, true. Well, that sounds like a
It was
lovely.
the original plan before Dad went out there with his doof music.
Right. Okay, I'm removing these only because we're embossing. I'll just put some embossing buddy here. So that piece is ready. I need some Versamark. This is a lot of pressure to get this 1 and 3 correct. I'm just putting it out there, a lot of pressure. Thank you, Laurie. I'm so glad you are. I think I am too. I think this 13 is kind of the last thing we're doing, and then we're assembling and finishing it up. But I do love... Now, do I go gold or copper? Because I've got gold and copper in these. So we have to make a bit of a decision. I'm thinking the copper's going to be too rosy. I can't show you Dad's card because it's up at his house. Yes, it's up the hill. So I'm thinking maybe the gold, because we've used the distressed gold paper. I think that's called a smart decision. Okay. And I've got my, oh no, I've got my other piece of paper from the other day. Please excuse my arms across the desk. Okay. Gold it is, using our alphabet stamp set, which I love using for these kinds of things. No, it's not. I've got a 1 and a 3. Oh, it's only 11 time-wise. Sorry, Jan. Okay. So, deep breath, deep breath. I'm going to turn off the heater so then it doesn't, although it's meant to be quite warm here today, 24 degrees Celsius. Okay, so 3 and not perfect but pretty good. Lid on, junk paper in, open the embossing. Oh my God, I wish I was in bed at 11, Cindy, seriously. Okay, just going to leave that there for just a second. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to pop it there for a second. I know there's barely any, but I will put what's left back in. That piece of paper can be used again. Lid on, because we all know what happens. Oh my God, 3 or 4. Oh my God. No, I'm not quite that bad. My aim is to be in bed by midnight. That's the aim. Okay, heat tool on. Just waiting for it to heat up. I know, Laurie, the alphabet set is fantastic. So starting a little bit on the back, because I prefer not to warp this. There we go. Oh, there were a couple of stray bits, but that's okay. Oh, that. Oh, love it. And just the couple of stray bits, but I'm not particularly worried. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Now, I do happen to have, this is the piece of paper that I actually took. Oh my dear word. This is not a card front. It is. What did I cut this to? I think I need to shave a little bit off this. Really? No, this is not. This is only 10, not 10 and a half. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to cut this in half because it is not a proper card front, a proper card base. I think one side, no. Okay, that gets commandeered to scrap, which is fine. And I'm going to see, please pray for no craft lanches. I do not have a pretty peacock card base. Oh, 10. I was up at 8:30 this morning. It was actually really nice not taking Owen to school. But alas, I actually have to go to work tomorrow. So I need to be up early. But that's okay. I get to only work 9 till 3 tomorrow. But I get no lunch break because I've got to whiz home, grab David and go to the chiropractor. but that's okay. I'll eat at my desk. I know you're retired, Jan. If I could sleep in, I absolutely would. Perfect. Oh, yes. I love that. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to apply a lot of glue, and I'm actually going to use a block to just try to adhere this piece down. How am I going for time? Okay. Owen should be messaging soon. Hopefully he does okay. Your circadian rhythm, yeah. Oh, your husband, yeah. David is an early bird. I am a night owl. I have 2 night owl children, which kind of annoys me when I want a bit of a break at night and I don't get one. But that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to be very, very generous with the glue. I normally don't use this many dots, but we have embossed on designer series paper, which kind of lends itself to warpage. So let's get this right. Now, I do love this base. Could have used something else, but I want these bits bits that we've pre-prepared to be the star of the show. And this is crooked. Damn. Can I? No, I can't. It's just going to have to stay a little bit crooked, and I am going to grab this block, give it a push. Don't worry, the slow one is Louisa. Don't worry, it's not going to cross it a person. It's at Louisa. She's walking. She obviously didn't want to come inside. Ah, really, Corinne? That's interesting. Worked midnight most of our marriage. Ah, there you go. Okay, that. Oh, thank God, that is pretty good. Don't forget, I'm still on live video. Sorry. Okay, so now to put these on, and I'm thinking there's going to be some gold embellishment just to, or I could see what I've got available, but because it's a special birthday card. Okay, so I do want to show some of this. I've used a lot on this, a lot of new and a lot of stuff we already had. Okay, so I like seeing that we've got some gold on the bottom. So I want to be able to share that and show that all the way up, so then it looks like it's all joined, and that's the whole reason for putting it down. Yes, so you did all the work when they weren't there. Okay, so this can go here like that. I haven't really pushed down on that because I did want to. That works lovely. Perfect. I'm hoping Miss Ivy likes this, because unfortunately the card has nothing to do with her present, because I didn't want to use her gift before I gave it to her. Okay, happy with that, very happy with that. Okay, those rustic ones, they are not peacock. So I have these sequins. Butterflies aren't going to work. No. Do also have gold pearls. I do also have gold brushed metallic dots. I do also have, well, these two gold ones are the same, but I think I have some bigger. I think these might be slightly bigger. No, that copper clay isn't going to work. So feel free to throw, oh, I think they're going to be too sparkly in the wrong colour. Silver, not going to work, and that's the end. Yeah, gold. Yes, I've got 3 different golds, Jody. That is not helpful. Candy's getting old isn't for the faint of heart. No. Okay, so actually, you can't even see the 13. I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. You can see it just there. There you go. So it looks like a volume 13 on that book. And then that really highlights the pretty peacock in the card. I think these ones, because they've got like this. Okay, I'm going to throw the festive ones back because they're actually glossy, where these two have a satin finish, which is most like everything on that book. Thanks, Jan. I'm glad you like it. I'm just going to see if... Nope, they are exactly same size. Well, that's good because I'm about to run out of the gold ones in here, so it's good to know I can substitute them with this one. Okay, so I'm going to put these ones back. Helps if I can open the bag to slide them back into. Now, I keep them in the bag, otherwise I'd be pinging off these all the time. Sparkly, no, sparkly gold's the wrong tone, unfortunately. I did have a look at that and it was totally the wrong tone. Okay, or do not want to be using that end. I'm just going to place them close and see. Oh, actually, that one goes really, really nicely. Sorry, concentrating, trying to work out where I would like that. See, I'm even thinking just 2 down there. Should we add any more? Yeah, I know she'll love it. What do we think? That 13. This card is going to be hard to photograph, I tell you. What do we think? Just the 2 at the bottom? Because I don't think we need to add anything over there, because that looks like it's just a volume 13 on the book. I've just tucked those 2 down there. I think if I add any more, it's going to get a bit tizzy. Okay, I think everyone is in agreement. So I can now share with you, just after I put these in. Here we go, they're all protected now. One more up near the vellum. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can slide that out briefly. What? They want to stay in. You are a rule of 3 girl, Miss Jody. I could just tuck one. Just tuck one just in there. So it's there, but it's not there. That. You're an odd girl. We can be odd together. I'm so glad you like that. Marjolene's been here the whole time. She's just been busy, I'm assuming, crafting while I craft, because that's what you normally do, Marjane, isn't it? Okay, so let's go through all the things I've used today. I've pretty much used a really nice mix of new and old. So this designer series paper comes from the All About Autumn specialty designer series paper that is coming out on the 6th of September. Okay, I also used okay, it's over here. So I also used the Winter Owls bundle. Sorry, I'm just causing avalanches everywhere. Oh, yes, exactly, Cindy. That's me too. So the Winter Owls bundle, because we cut the owl out. And I did use I'll bring back the card to the top. I did use a collection of blends. I used Smoky Slate, Moody Mauve, Copper Clay, and Pretty Peacock with a bit of Crumb Cake. So did that. We've gone on with the theme of Pretty Peacock and the Copper Clay. So that sentiment is from Pansy Patch. We did our gold embossing with Alpha Best. So they are currently available. I did all my stamping in basic grey, which is friendly to our alcohol markers. I did the gold embossing with the Alpha Best, and the punch that I used is the double oval punch. So that is really, really nice and versatile punch, and it fitted that happy birthday perfectly. I also used the Distress Gold specialty paper in the background just to tie everything together. So we've got the gold in the paper, but the 3 things I've tied together is the gold embossed 13, the distressed gold paper, and I have used, now let me get this name right, the Neutrals Sequence. So I use the gold, and they come in copper, silver, gold, and they just call this brown, but it's quite a bronzy kind of color. So we hope Ivy loves this on Friday when we see her. I will put in a card mat. Do you know what? I'm going to do that right as we speak, so then I know it is done, and then we can write in it. And I'll need to bundle up her gift, which she will love. So I may stamp a little owl in the background on the inside, and I can do that later. So the mat is in there ready to work with. Thank you so much for joining me today for this very special card, and we're coming back on Friday with a wedding card, and I'm going to use the Something Fancy sentiments for that card. So I'm going to suss out if there's a color theme or anything today with the wedding, and I can match that with that. So Thursday's video will be on YouTube. This video, the replay, will be on YouTube on Tuesday evening. So thank you so much for joining me and supporting me. I really appreciate it. If you want any of these products, there is a link to my store if you are in Australia. And if you have any questions, please ask. That's what I'm here to be, as your creative coach and help you with all these things. Have a great couple of days, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.